Greetings. It's time for Street Church again. I wanted to get one more of these in. This is the third one I've done this week, and maybe we'll try to do 3 a week. I don't know. I'm just kind of following the Spirit on this thing, but I want to talk to you today about relationships. I was reading this morning in Matthew chapter 7, and in Matthew, the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 7, verses 21 through 23, really the whole chapter, but man, there's some of the scariest stuff you'll ever read as a person who's seeking after Jesus in that scripture. He says in that verse, that passage of scripture, he says that he talks about a person that he says, not everybody who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven. And on that day, there's going to be a lot of people that said, Lord, didn't we do this? Didn't we do that? We prophesied in your name, man. We went to church. We did all these great works. And he's going to say, away from me, evildoers, I never knew you. And man, that should hit every one of us who profess to know Jesus. We can say that we know him, but do we know him? What is the key? What is the key that makes the difference? What is it that gets me into heaven? Well, it's a relationship. Hello, it's a relationship. It's not just because you prayed some silly little prayer when you were, at church camp when you were 12 years old and you prayed the sinner's prayer. You better have a relationship with Jesus if you expect to get into heaven. It's that relationship that changes your whole life. Listen, if you want to have a relationship with your wife, you give her more than an hour once a week, right? See, even church people go to church maybe for an hour once a week, and that's why your churches are broken. Listen. A lot of y'all are calling people going to churches hypocrites when you ain't even got a decent relationship with your own spouse. Come on. If you want to have a successful relationship, it takes time. It takes effort, and it takes selflessness, not selfishness. And you got to put others ahead of yourself. You got to put your wife. And it's, by the way, our divorce rate is so astronomical here in America, and that's because of self-centeredness. We got a lot of guys out there and women, but I'm talking to you guys right now. You don't know how to treat a lady. You don't know how to treat a wife the right way. Your wife is your prized possession. She is a blessing from God, and you're supposed to protect her. You're supposed to be lifting her up in prayer. You're supposed to be putting her needs above your needs. And if you're not willing to do that, listen, chances are you're not going to have a very happy relationship. But, man, you got to do the same thing with God. Give him some time. Read the Word. Study the Word, people. And you better make sure that you're taking time, getting prayers answered. You start learning. It takes time for these things. And once you start realizing, hey, I'm in a relationship with the creator of the universe, your whole life changes, man, and everything is awesome. But, fact is, most of us don't have that. Love you guys. Work on your relationship. Go buy some flowers for your wife, and you have a blessed weekend. I love y'all.